Everybody, I bet you're wondering why you're all out here and not in your beds by now. I have someone I want you to meet. I have told you much about them, but I think it's about time that you met them. This is my significant other. Their name is So. With that being said, I expect you treat them with respect. I am the alpha male, and technically, they are the other alpha in my life. But they're not a werewolf, so don't expect that. They're just a human. So please, please, treat them kindly. Now, my dear, I bet you're wondering who everyone is. Everyone go around and share your names. Thank you. So, now that you know everybody, I'm going to tell you what each and every one of them do. Hunter is, well, he's more of the fighter. He jumps in immediately without thinking, which can be idiotic, but at times it is helpful. Jake is the hunter. The main hunter. He can smell a deer from a mile away. His eyesight is killer when it comes to small things as well. Dexter is our medical wolf. He will patch you up if you need anything, and he's very smart as well, so he comes up with strategies a bit as well. And little Gavin here, well, he's pretty new at this. He just recently found out he's a werewolf, and he's just a little newbie, but he brings a little bit of the sweetness that we need, the caring aspect of what we kind of forget. So, now that you met everybody, I think it's time that you see, well, our den. I know we live in houses as well, but we do have a den when it comes to full moons and meets like this. Come along. How long? Well, I've had this pack for a while now. Way before I met you, but I would probably say about 5 years I've been with this pack. Originally, it was just me. And then I found the others and we decided to make a pack. I know packs are not common anymore among werewolves, but I thought it would be a great idea. And I knew if I were to have any of a partner or whatever, I would like the protection of a pack just in case. I have told this pack about you before, and their job, when you're around, is to protect you with their lives. As do I. I always do, but since you are the other alpha, you, my dear, are very, very powerful. You may not realize it, but you are to them. I know it's a lot to take in, and human or not, you are still powerful to them. You have power now. Again, you don't need to really worry about it, but just so you know, if they ever do seem a little odd to you, well, that's why. It's because you're the other alpha, so don't be shocked by that. And here we are. Alright, I need you guys to do your rounds. I want you to patrol around the den to make sure there's nothing suspicious. Thank you. Alright, since they're off doing their thing, I'll show you around the den. There is really no designated area for everyone to sleep if we are still werewolves, mostly on the full moon. There is no designated area, really. We just sleep wherever. Let me show you the medical area where Dexter resides most of his time. This is his medical area. He makes medicine and actually makes other things as well. He's an inventor of a sort. He makes gadgets. He's pretty smart. His IQ is about as much as all of ours combined. I can't believe it a lot myself, actually. Like this thing he made recently. This is, well, it's a work in progress, but we're gonna use it as security cameras in a sense. You put two of them across from each other, and the sensor goes off, and it sends an alarm to him, or one of whoever has it. Whoever has this. It basically lets us know that there's something or someone in the area that we don't want. We're gonna set them up, though, as soon as he's done with the others. And this medicine is for after fights. It's very crucial that we have this on us, actually, at all times, and for, safety purposes. And in fact, I have one in my pocket as well. Human or not, I keep it on with me at all times, and the others should too if they're smart enough. But knowing Hunter, he probably doesn't have one because he's a little bit of an idiot at times. And I guess I could show you where we keep our food as well. The leftovers. Now, believe it or not, we don't have a fridge out here, shockingly. But with the help of everybody and Dexter Smarts, we came up with a homemade fridge. It's a bunch of rocks put into a square shape with the bottom of grass and leaves and all that. It's not ice, but it's something that Dexter whipped up to make it stay cool. Like a fridge in a sense. It's buried beneath everything. There's about 3 of them. It acts like ice, and it keeps anything we have in it cold. Or frozen, whatever. There's nothing in here right now, though, unfortunately. Otherwise, we wouldn't be hunting. I don't really know if there's much to share other than that. Those are the really most important areas, but technically, I have a room, but it's not that I use it a lot. It's more of just an area that I can go to if I need to think. So I guess I can show you that. I know there's not much in it. There's literally just a bed. But, oh. And, yes, there is a picture of you in here. Well, I mean, I must have my alpha with me at all times, so I do carry a picture of you everywhere I go. It reminds me that who I'm fighting for, if I were to fight, or just in general, who I need to come home to. Anyway, I come in here to think of, well, if we were to be attacked, of strategies, hunting strategies, and all around, mostly training. Yes, I said training. I train the guys a lot for their brain and attack movements. We have to stay strong. Which reminds me, we have a little bit of a, I guess you could say, gym area outside. Allow me to show you that. Oh, you guys are back. Did you find anything suspicious? No? Good. I need you guys to go hunt, though. There isn't anything in the homemade fridge, and, well, frankly, I'm starving. So please, could you do that for me? No need for the formulas, but thank you. And they'll be gone for a while. So, allow me to show you the quote-unquote gym. This is the homemade area. These rocks, they don't look as heavy as they are, but they do allow us to gain muscle. I know we could all just go to a gym, but that's just, it's not as fun. So we use the giant boulders as weights. We lift them with each arm. Sometimes, if you're brave enough, you could do one arm and have 2 of them stacked on each other, but not a lot of us do that. I do, but that's not the point. And there's a mat here as well for when we're just about to start. You have to stretch after all. I know, cliche, but it's true. You do have to. It loosens up your muscles so you can do more. Especially for us, it brings flexibility. Because we do need flexibility when fighting, believe it or not. And this is, well, I wouldn't call it a treadmill. It's more of just an area that we can run around in and chase a little toy that Dexter made. It, I guess, is the equivalent to a treadmill. You'll turn it on and it goes pretty quick. It's the same reaction as a rabbit would be, so we chase after it, and basically that's how we get our run in. That's pretty much it, though, of this area. Again, there's really not much to share to you. To be honest, I don't know why I decided to bring you out here in the first place. I did want you to meet the pack, but... Or, excuse me, technically our pack. But I suppose I could have just had them come over to our house instead, but I think it's best that you do know where the den is just in case. And, believe it or not... Jake does spend his time here, even when a human. Why, I don't know, and he won't say why. So don't bother asking him. I guess now we have to wait, because I do want you to see how we prepare our meals. Since we're all in our human forms, we don't eat it raw. Or, well, without taking bits off. If we were werewolves, we would tear it apart right then and there, but we're not going to do that. I want you to see how to at least take apart an animal for future reference. Oh, good timing, they're back. Oh man, that's one hell of a buck you guys got there. Lay it on the table. I'm going to take it apart and show them how it's done. You guys can do whatever, go home or whatever. I'll be okay. You'll be seeing more of them. And don't be shocked if they just randomly come by our house now. They are not clingy, but it's just the way the pack is. They do like to be around their alphas. So, don't be shocked. And they're going to want to be your friend. They like to be... It's good to be close in a pack, and they're going to want to be your friend. So, don't be shocked by that. Alright, love. Allow me to show you how to take apart a deer. I know this may seem a little squeamish for you, but please, try your best to observe. It's important that you know how to do this for future reference. First off, you want to skin the deer or whatever animal you have. Since this is an elk or buck, I'm pretty sure it's a buck actually. Start from here and go all the way down, and all you gotta do is just rip. You alright? Is this a little too much? No. Well, good. I was thinking it would be. Just keep observing. You can save your questions till the end, alright? Alright. I honestly can't believe you watched the whole thing. Not only me skinning the buck, but cutting up in pieces and putting it in the homemade fridge that we have. I'm proud of you. Do you have any questions about it? Straightforward? Well, I try. Since that's all I wanted you to see, I think we can go home now. I don't want to risk getting attacked or anything by an animal or another pack. But as far as we know, there isn't any other packs out in this area, but you never really know. So come on. Have I ever fought with another pack? Well, believe it or not, yes. Way before I met you, of course, though. But yes, I have. Me and my pack both have. It was pretty messy, and in fact, I have a scar from it. I don't know if you've ever noticed it before. The one on my chest. Yes, that is actually what it is. The 3 marks, that's from the werewolf. The opposing one. The alpha of that pack. Right in my chest with the marks. It hurt. A lot the first time, but now that it's scarred over, it's fine. I'm kind of surprised you never really asked about it, considering you've seen me shirtless like many times. I guess that's fair. Not wanting to bring up something traumatic. It was not traumatic, but I do thank you for looking out for me. Now, when we get home, I think it's time that we, call it a night. You seem exhausted. You did, help take apart the deer at the last half, and it is a lot of work. And you are stubborn, and you didn't want to stop, so when we get home, we can go to sleep, or at least relax a bit. I love you too. And, who knows? Maybe someday you'll have to take over, human or not. Believe it or not, there are, a couple packs that I know of who have humans as the alpha, and that does not mean that they're not strong. I'm not saying anything's going to happen to me, but you never really know. But in the meantime, I'm not going to just leave you that easy.